Could honey help treat cancer?
Yeah, and now it's not actually honey helping to treat cancer, but help to treat cancer patients who are having chemotherapy.
Right.
It's quite an interesting story, this. When you have chemotherapy, chemotherapy kills off cells that are dividing rapidly. That's the tumour cells. But also you have cells in your body that are dividing rapidly. Naturally, your blood cells, white blood cells, red blood cells, platelets. So the chemotherapy is stopping this rapid division of the cancer cells. It's also bringing down your blood count, your white cell count. Now, your white cells are your immune system that travel throughout your bloodstream, killing off viruses, bacteria, etc. So if they drop to a certain level, then the specialists have to actually stop your chemo or reduce the dose or spread the chemo out. And of course, then the tumour grows again.
So what does the honey do? It's from Israel, isn't it?
Yeah, now I found this is a small study I read about years ago. Honey from Israel. And this little study showed that when this honey was given to patients on chemotherapy, they didn't suffer the white cell drop.
Wow.
Now, the findings were 40% of patients got no drop in their white cells, 64% had no drop in the hemoglobin, and 32% felt better because they weren't so
Why
anemic.
that honey? Why that? Can you slide it over?
Yeah.
It's 30 quid a jar, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's only 1 level teaspoonful twice a day.
One level teaspoon twice a day.
Under the tongue where it's absorbed, very rapidly. Now, the guy behind this, he's a microbiologist.
Molasses.
And he found that a certain village in Russia, when there's a cholera epidemic going on, did not affect the beekeepers and their families.
Oh, really?
And he started researching honey. Now that honey, Life Mel, it contains 16 medicinal herb extracts. And they feed these herbs to the bees that produce that honey. So now, personally, I've advised this to patients of mine. The first 2 patients worked for ItV. One had cancer of the throat, one had breast cancer. White cell counts didn't drop, and I'm treating one now who's got pancreatic cancer, and he's on very toxic chemotherapy. He's halfway through the course, taking his honey, and his white cells have dropped a little, but no change in his chemo.
Fascinating.
Wow, that is incredible.
Fascinating.